Hi everyone, today we're making bolinho. Do you know that famous cueca virada? That's right folks, it's so delicious and easy dough to make, and I'm going to teach you step by step. We usually buy this at the bakery, right? But let's make it at home. It's much cheaper and so tasty. So let's get started. I'll go over all the ingredients in the recipe, and I always leave everything detailed down below in the video description. The only thing I ask in return for the recipe is that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're just passing by, okay? Let's go quickly, without wasting any time. Wheat flour, I have 500 grams here, okay? And the milk, which can also be substituted with water, 350 milliliters. Refined sugar, I have 60 grams. 1 whole egg, 30 grams of fresh yeast. Now, if you're going to use dry yeast, you can use 10 grams, okay? And here, look, 50 grams of butter or margarine. This dough is so easy to make, guys, look. Here you already add the flour and mix it with the sugar, okay? Give it a little stir. And look, now add the butter or margarine and the egg, right? And if you're going to add it now, if your yeast is dry, you just mix it straight into the flour. If the yeast is this fresh yeast, let me mix it here because I'm going to add a little bit of milk from the same milk that goes in the recipe, okay? It's just to start dissolving it. Some people dissolve it in sugar. I don't recommend that, guys. It's a long story. And anyone who studies baking already knows, right? Well, so one of these days I'll come and explain it to you here, but let's move on. Here I've already added just a little bit. It went straight in, and now I'm going to add almost all the milk. Don't add it all, always leave a little bit aside, and don't use warm milk, okay? Preferably use cold milk, it makes it easier to work with. I'll start making the dough by mixing and kneading it well, and if needed, we'll use the rest of the milk since it's the liquid that gives our dough the right consistency. But let's mix it in for now. And let me tell you something, I was supposed to use 350, but I only put in 250 milliliters of milk. And that's enough, guys, because look, is there still flour at the bottom here? There is. But my dough is already very moist, and I can tell it doesn't need any more milk. So there's 100 milliliters left over, okay? So make a note of that. In your recipe, it depends on the flour. Some flours will need more and some will need less. In my case here, this flour isn't the best for bread, so it's asking for less. It's not that dry, but I'll keep kneading here and I'll show you in a bit, okay? It's already starting to come away from the bottom, and now you just need to knead it for at least, look, about 3 or 4 minutes, okay? I'm going to take it out of here and put it on the counter. I put a little bit of oil down here. And now let's get to work. I'm going to knead it for at least 5 minutes. The dough is ready, guys. Look. Beautiful. And now I'm going to let it rest in the same place it was before, see? I put a little bit of oil inside here. I put it in. I put the dough in. I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap and let it rest for at least half an hour. All done, look, it's going to stay here for half an hour. You don't need to let it rise too much, see? It only stayed for half an hour, look. All right? I'm going to take it out of here and start rolling it out. I've already put a little bit of oil under my counter, and I'm going to start rolling out the dough. My rolling pin is rolling it out, okay? Until it reaches a certain thickness. Thin, I don't want it too thick because it's still going to rise. Try to make it more or less square, okay guys? Because I'm going to start cutting here, look. Just straighten it out. And here it's ready, I'm going to straighten it. Here you can see the thickness, look. It's not too thick, but not super thin either. It's not like a piece of paper, right? But you can avoid that. Now I'm going to roll it out, trimming a little of the excess from the sides to make it more evened out for when I cut here. Look. All these leftovers I'm going to reuse, okay? And now I'm already making these strips like this, see? I'm cutting everything because it's still going to rise. So I'm going to leave everything cut already. This is something that's sold a lot at bakeries, and now you'll be able to make it yourself, huh? And here I'm going to cut it not into squares, but a bit longer, see? All right? Don't leave it as a square, okay? And here I'm going to do it right in the middle. Now here's the little secret. Each one of these, you need to make a little cut in the middle, see? There you go. Now you're going to take it. And guys, it's easy. You just give it a little twist and that's it, see? So grab it here, open it up, and make that little curve inward, okay? And that's really all there is to it. We call this cueca virada. See, you turn it inward and bring the tip over here. Then we're going to fry it and it'll stick together, all right? I'm going to put a small piece of dough in to see if it's ready, guys. It needs to start boiling, right? Fry it, look at that. The oil can't be too hot, so I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to start frying now because look, the dough is already frying, okay? So let's do it. I'm going to put them in here. A good amount because they'll puff up, but they won't stick together. And here it's going to fry, and it's really quick, you see? Because this dough is really good, very soft. All done. Now just wait a little bit, then I'll stir it. Now, start turning them over. See, they're already getting some color. They need to be well fried, okay guys? But be careful not to let the oil get too hot, otherwise they won't cook inside, okay? And look at that beautiful color, huh? It's ready here. I'm going to take them out and keep frying because after that I'll coat them in cinnamon sugar, okay? And now, look at this, guys. Cinnamon sugar to make them look really nice, see? And tasty, right? Take a look at this, huh? Tell me the truth, huh? Now, what's really missing here is a cup of coffee. Guys, take a look at this. Look. Honestly, it's melting. Look how soft it is. Now the moment has come. And I'm going to try it and tell you something. I love this. Oh my God. Look, it's a bit of work. It's a bit of work because we make it, we eat it. It takes some effort. Then let me know what you think, okay? Kisses. Bye-bye.